So you also mentioned about withdrawal. Is that the part? Is that the similar? Is it a part of the five things that you mentioned about? Because withdrawal is like in psychology, it's different, of course. But
Yeah.
then, for example, in terms of addiction, there are stages. So withdrawal is something, or in terms of medication, it's different. So how does it work here?
Okay. So where is Harlin sitting now and having a mug of coffee or tea?
I think someone was.
On my dining table.
Ah.
Yeah.
So to do anything worthwhile, you have to withdraw from other places. She withdrew from the entrance. She withdrew from the bedroom, bathroom, everywhere. This is withdrawal. Anything we need to do worthwhile, we have to withdraw. This is physical withdrawal. Then she withdrew from other
Hmm.
activities. I assume nobody is seeing the
Yes.
mobile. You have withdrawn from your mobile during the session. So anything
Yes.
we need to
Yes.
do worthwhile in life, you have to withdraw from everything and you need to be present there. Yoga Nidra and Antarmona or Mantra Sadhana are techniques which will help us to withdraw from the
Hmm.
vagaries of mind as well as things going around to just be with yourself. That is the way we do withdrawal. The withdrawal symptoms and other things in psychology is something different. You go through a problem, then you have
Yes. Yes. Yes.
that is the English
Yes.
withdrawal. So this itself is enough to say that if I read your book, I will understand withdrawal in a different way.
Hmm.
But that is not, you have to tell me this is withdrawal in psychology. That is why I don't pick up a book on a
Hmm.
subject which I don't know and study just because I know English. Yeah, Deepa.
It's just a very, this question has been popping up as you keep saying that, you don't start with I know, right? But we all are here to be accredited. We say we practice, we pioneer, we, sharp our knowledge, all of that, right? And some or the other way, we keep doing that, to reach the higher space wherever we are. But when it comes to spiritual, I think when you say you're just surrendering yourself, right? And there is also practice, there is also techniques. How do we, like say, okay, I, practice yoga nidra now and I'm good at it? Or how do you say that I know or I am there? How do you acknowledge that part? Or do you say it's all different and we do it in our own ways? And yeah, just a little confusing in my brain,
No
but
problem.
thought that, yeah.
Because we use the word ego in a wrong way today. The only work of ego is to do what you said. That is identifying who you are. Somebody calls me Krishna, I should know they are calling me. That is the purpose of ego. It is called self-arrogating principle. That is, everything stops there. So who are you? I am an ACC coach. So you are always allowed to say what is definite and you know it.
Hmm.
But can you say the client has come exactly for this before the coaching? If you start assuming and having the bias of your past, then that interferes with the coaching, no? If you say, I know people who are coming with a yellow color shirt for coaching conversation will have this problem. This kind of, you think you are going to use your patterns to decipher somebody, that is a problem. That I know is a danger thing. But an I know, which is your identity, is never danger, because even great saints will have that identity. That is why the body is there. As long as you have a body, you need an identity. That is why you don't enter into apartment 504, you enter into 502, which is your home. So for identification purposes, we need to use ego. We should not use that to put down somebody. But we are using ego to put down somebody, because that is the way in psychology, like withdrawal for psychology is different. Ego is understood differently. Here we call ahamkara, that which is helping you to first establish who you are. That is the main work of ego.
Thank you. I think it kind of.
We have gone beyond that time. People are going to send some
Yes, yes,
messages
yes.
to me. Sorry.
So considering, yeah, no, it's okay, Krishna ji. I think it's very meaningful to have these questions. I have last two quick questions. I will merge them into into one, so that we get to know more from you. So for coaches today, what is your message? I would love to hear from you about how can we relate this to many people who join us today, and also many people who are going to view this later. And along with that, can you share a personal experience or a story where spiritual intelligence or this practice has played a very important role in your life in achieving a goal, so beyond the ordinary? So these are the two questions for you, Krishna ji, before we end this.
No, the very way we all have gathered is, I have no idea. I would not have done this job myself. Okay, so according to me, every step is happening like that only. We have to just be there as much as possible. I am not claiming to be that. So even Subodh addressed me as Guruji. I am not a Guruji. I am a householder. I get frequently scolded at home because this was the first kurta in the wardrobe. I just took it and wore and came. This is the truth. And after that, I realized this as if I am a normal grihastha only. Okay. So please don't call me Guru Ji. And I am Krishna. Krishna itself is a super name. That's enough. No G is required. Okay. Then it is not only going to help coaches. What if each of us develop that coaching as a skill in leadership, coaching as a skill in dealing with a family member? So we help people to unfold their potential instead of becoming an advisor, asked or unasked. We are there to give advice like mad, okay? People were just coming and telling us something. Whether they like or not, we start giving advice, right? That penchant to advise people will stop. Unless asked, like computer also will help you, only when you do F1. Like that, remember. But AI is taking it to a wrong level. It's helping you how to type an email, so your brain is getting blunt. That is another level of help. That is not I am telling about. So unless someone asks, we keep quiet. And even if someone is asking me a question personally, I think April and Sai and Harish have studied with us at Srimad. Unless you tell me if you will really implement it, I will not answer your question. I am not obligated to answer your question. For intellectual intoxication, Google is there. You can go and get it. So this is the way I deal. I preserve myself like that. Okay. And it's again, people have to take a decision what they have to do. No. So similarly, this skill will help us to bring in the coaching mindset to whichever role we are playing. So that first, karma balance we can manage. Second, let people feel that they are bringing the solutions. So you can empower people, enable people that way better. So there is interdependency and not complete dependency on you for everything. So that is how I feel developing some of these skill sets and the processes practice will help us in running day-to-day life, whether it is work or family life.
Thank you. Thank you, Krishna ji. We have a question from Arun. Wonderful discussion. Priyanka, are we going to share this recording? Yes, we are going to share this recording. Harleen has, Krishna ji has a comment where she says, it is an observation. I see similarity between spirituality and coaching. And that is to invite and allow an individual internalize. Krishna ji, this is a very powerful statement. Do you want to speak a bit quickly about this? Is there a similarity between spirituality and coaching?
That's the course we are doing now, which is always running full batch. Mapping coaching competencies with Indic wisdom is the batch which is happening always. So ICF coaches, non-ICF coaches, leaders, everybody is studying. See, in the tradition, Vidya is Vidya. We in our ignorance say this is material and that is spiritual. Vidya is knowledge. That's it. Where you deploy, how you deploy is up to you. To earn money, you deploy, it doesn't mean material. As long as it is as per dharma, the knowledge deployment is in the spiritual domain only. That way we have to understand. That's it. So there is a deep connection between coaching and Vedanta, because Vedanta says, who am I? The ultimate reality. But here in coaching, we coach the person to discover who they are. We don't coach the problem. Once you coach the person can come out of any problem, correct? That is why you do strengths coaching, this coaching, everything. So that is why spirituality or Vedanta coaching, wherever knowledge is involved consciously as per dharma, then you can call it a spiritual approach. That's it.